Joining us from Oral Roberts, head men's basketball coach Paul Mills, student athletes Max Asmus and Connor Vanover. As always, we'll go with an opening statement from coach. We'll turn it over to questions for the student athletes. We'll dismiss the student athletes and get back to questions for coach. Please state your name and organization prior to any questions. Give a good signal and we'll make sure everyone gets a turn. Go ahead, coach, with your statement.
Yeah, there's a gospel hymn that opens with praise God from whom all blessings flow. And we are very thankful for the opportunity to continue to play. I mean, hats off to St. Thomas. I mean, Brooks Allen wasn't shooting it well coming into this. So for him to go 5 for 7, as good of a player as he is, we were hoping obviously to switch things up, and he didn't shoot it well at their place, and then we had to change pretty early. He made 3 of his first 4, and so we had to switch it up. Dug a hole. That I told the players that's 100% on me. We'll try to make sure that there aren't these scouting errors tomorrow. But these 2 combining for 40 points of our 70 kind of got us over the hump tonight, so we were fortunate.
Thanks. Go ahead with questions for the student athletes. Start here.
Tim Hill, Reaching Some Podcast. Connor, I want to give you a shout out. After, the past couple of years with injuries and everything, you come here to Oral Roberts, have a big season. You're having a great tournament so far. How fulfilling is this for you to finally get your moment for a full season and be an impact player in this league?
It feels great. I'm really thankful for this opportunity that Coach Mills gave me. I feel like I'm just proving people wrong. But coming out here and just doing things that I've always dreamed of, doing it with this great group of guys. I get nervous before every game now. My friend told me if you're not nervous, you don't want it enough. So I feel like that's a testament to what we've really built this year. We're ready to finish out tomorrow.
Max, you've been here the whole time. Talk about this team versus 21. You guys are so more complete as a group, but as a team out on the floor, just what this run has been like compared to 21.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. We go back to 21 and we returned, 5 of the top 6, that played, or, 4 to 6. And so, the big thing now is, we have that experience playing at that high level. And we understand what it takes to win. So, we understand the task at hand, and going to do everything that we can to get back to the dance.
This is for the top and Reaching Summit for either of you guys. What do you have to say about St. Thomas' effort out there, especially in the defensive end?
I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, they came out like they really wanted it. Real big hats off to them because they really showed some real fight today. They're going to be a nuisance in the future. They got a great program, and it seems like they're on the rise.
Ian Sachs, LN News.
Police are searching for someone who shot and killed a Muskogee man in his apartment. What we know about that investigation.
And changes could be coming for families at 2 Broken Arrow public schools. How board members voted
for the next game. What was that environment like? What was that timeout like as you buckled down for the final 60 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, it was a loud environment. We understand coming up here playing in the conference tournament that it's really just us and, 15 guys in the locker room and the coaching staff. And, we got some fans up here too. So really just blocking out all the outside distractions and doing what it takes to get it done.
Max, Connor, thank you. You can head back to the locker room.
Appreciate it.
We'll go ahead with questions for coach. We'll start right here.
Again, Reaching Summit. What is it about St. Thomas that gives you fits more than anybody else in the league? That's the one team that really makes you sweat to death.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a big that can shoot, causes us problems. So, we've seen that throughout the year. St. Thomas has a 5 who can shoot. I know Parker wasn't great tonight, but, finishing 1 for 8. But, you got to kind of get your matchups. It isn't as if Connor's great. I mean, what do you have? 17, 11, and 5 block shots. But if you can kind of get CV away, and there's a number of teams in this league that have been able to do that. So they pose a serious problem. We had to keep switching the matchup. I'm just telling you, Johnny is terrific. Coach Towers done a phenomenal job building a program, and he and I text quite a bit. He's as nice as he could be, and just a tremendous guy, tremendous program. But they got 5 guys who can really shoot, and that causes us some issues sometimes.
On top of him reaching the summit, I want to talk about Patrick Malone a little bit. Not on the all defense that I can remember, and not 6-man. What would you say for your pitch for him on both those?
Well, again, I think you have to, in my opinion, how do you judge value, right? At the end of the day, everybody, regardless of whatever organization, whatever team, if you're not adding value, you're going to eventually be subtracted. He adds a ton of value, but not just defensively, 6-man. In our locker room, his energy is just so contagious. Such a wonderful kid. I mean, we're just blessed. I remember I sat with him for about 3 hours in a Starbucks coffee shop when I drove to Dallas to recruit him, and just was going over everything. And he just said, Coach, you've been talking for 3 hours. I just want you to know you can shut up, because all I want to do is win. And do you think you can win? And I said, with you, we can. He said, I'll come. And he's just, he all he cares about is winning. He's a wonderful kid, wonderful family. He's the first recruit out of MBA Africa, out of the academy. So he's got an unbelievable story, and we wouldn't be where we are without him.
Eric Mayer, Callahan Sports. I was wondering, Coach, are you the most disliked guy in Sioux Falls, and how is that going to play into tomorrow's game, no matter who you play?
I have no idea. I asked somebody, I said, why are they booing? And they said, you said it was cold in South Dakota in the winter. And I said, oh, okay. So you know what? News flash, it's cold in South Dakota in the winter. So if that makes me disliked, is what it is. Nobody's worried about it, though. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all.
Last question right here.
Marcus Traxler, Missouri Republic. Obviously, you're going to face a good team tomorrow night. Just your thoughts on this matchup, obviously the opponent pending.
Yeah, I mean, we just played South Dakota State. North Dakota State's really good. I mean, whatever happens, happens.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.